Hello everybody, and welcome back to the slaughter. So, last time we got charged with finding who the killer is, and also why Alice was murdered. So, we have to go back home, I think. That's what Sydney said before he was, before we cut it off. And the wheel has fallen off because of the clamp that I took. I'm sure nobody will be pissed at me for that. Is Colchester home? Right, last time I tried to check, but... Let's see, let's check this time. Yeah, he's not home. Okay, fine. Okay. That's fine, Sydney. Let's take a bath. And hopefully have no more weird nightmares about Alice, murdering Alice by ourselves, and then being dragged down to the river. So wait, what were we supposed to do in our house? I guess go to sleep? Can we? It doesn't compare to hers. I was telling you to go to sleep, but you had another thought altogether, didn't you? You did. Alright, well, let's go to the bathroom then. I guess. And our second option was to get drunk at the pub. But I don't really want to lead him down that path, because getting drunk is not going to solve the case. Maybe... Dude, come on. Really? What do you want to do? Alright, hold on. Maybe Alice's cigarette case holds some... Oh, right! Right, that's what we were supposed to do. Okay, open this. It's Alice's sterling white silver cigarette case. I really should have returned this to Polly. Oh wait, there's a note inside it. CK Members Club, 11 PM. Oh, we got... Oh, right, the Members Club. The CK, Crimson King Members Club, because there's actually another door in Crimson King that you couldn't enter, and it was said to be, the bartender was calling it the Members Club is closed for the moment, so I think that's where we have to go to now. Alright. What are those sounds? Is that train? I hope so. Alright, well, our path takes us to the pub anyways. Might as well get drunk while we're at it, right? Right, Sydney? Right. I think he agrees. Shove a penny. What? I wouldn't mind a game, but I don't think my opponent's in the state to play. Yeah, he's... So it's a game, is it? Come on then, no man's beat me yet. Except Phil. And Frank. And Alberto, but that was foul play. Bloody Digo Black Magic. Right. So, are we playing then? Not right now. No. I come back when you want to. Yeah, I have like murders to solve. So, but thank you for the offer. Hey, buddy. So members club. All right, mate. I see you haven't gone blind after drinking that cocktail. I must be improving. I'd like to introduce you to the members club. What are we all? Sorry, but the members club is out of my hands. I only handle things in the glamorous upstairs area. How can I become a member? You'll have to talk to the meathead, the block on the door. Okay. I'll be off now. Oh, this guy. Hi. Talk to meathead. His name is Meathead. I ain't got the time to chat unless you're a member. Yes, you look very busy. I will be in a second if you keep hassling me. Yeah, I'm going. Do we show him the notes? Wait, did we actually get the note out of that? I don't think we did. Can we just whack him in the head? It actually would, but okay. If you can beat me in an arm wrestle, I'll let you through. Okay, let's have that arm missile then. If you insist. Ready? Look behind you. And what? The wonderful brushstrokes in that painting. But do it. Beat him, what are you doing? Maybe if I play this thing. Let's play a game. What are the rules? I don't know how to play a penny. Right, each other player takes his turn shoving each other of his 5 pennies up the table. The goal is to land a penny between each of the lines, but you can't be touching the lines. At the end of each player's 5 coin shoves, you can chalk up a cross in the box if you have a score and penny. The winner is the first player to get cross every box, but at the end of each round. You'll get the hang of it eventually. I have no idea. Yeah, sure. I'll pick it up as I go along. Oh lord, I'll tell you, pretend what you want and you can have my hand for a day. Gee, mister, you really mean it? Come and get it, just don't start crying or nothing. I lost like 3 times. It's a hard game. I'll take care of it and return it in no time. You'd better. I lost like 3 times. It's a hard game. I mean, it doesn't exactly do a great job of like... You have to get it inside those boxes. Like, if it crosses the line, then your coin is wasted. Iron bar with the hand. Okay, there we go. And I like to call that a pole arm. Okay, hold on. I need something stable to clamp onto. So if we clamp it on the table, then that will work. Okay, hang on. This time, on our arm wrestle. Ready? Look behind you. How many times is that gonna work? Okay. The table. And then the clamp it. And then we should be good. Right? Enough distractions. Right, it works. Go for it. He can't beat it. Look at Jimmy and Ed. What happened? Oh, are you stuck? I should have said no professionals. And he's not even looking anymore. He just let me through. He doesn't even see that I wasn't. That's funny as hell. Alright, private area. Huh. Interesting. Hi. Oh wow. Something's going on over there. Let's join the party. You there? Can't you see this booth is occupied? Do you have a moment to talk? No, I do not. Fine, douche. Well, I mean, he's about to get his groove on. That's understandable. Toilet. What's in the toilet? I don't need to go. Oh, hi. But maybe that looks like an important person, actually. Let's talk to him. Is this seat taken? Pardon? The seat, is it taken? Oh, no, what it's not. I'm sorry, am I disturbing you? Not at all, Old Bean. I have seen far more disturbing things than yourself. Thank you, I guess. The name's Hamway, and yours? Let's give him a fake name. Hang on. Quentin Summerdale. Quentin Summerdale. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Summerdale. Mind if I pick your brains? Be my guest. Know anything about the murders? Know anything about the recent murders? Yes, it is horrid thought that the beast is still roaming these very streets. Greeting neighbors by day, slaughtering by night. Sipping whiskey and conversing in public houses 1 second, killing the next. I drink gin, just so you know. And I beer. What manner of man could commit these acts? That is a question I hope to answer. Ah, so you're a philosopher. I've been called many things in my life, but never a philosopher. And spoken with such humility, a philosopher you are. Did you know any of the victims? I can't say that I did, though I know the first 3 were killed around Shadwell, and fought a stone's throw from here. Chilling to think such a thing could happen in this day and age. I've heard similar sentiments expressed. We all act surprised, but in truth we know it is inevitable. The city trades in blood. If it isn't spilled often, we'll all be driven to lunacy. We'll be dashing each other's brains out in the streets. Surely you can't think of these murders are for the good of the city. Calm down, Old Bean. It's all merely speculative. It seems my judgment was too hasty. You're not a philosopher. You have the sensitive disposition of a poet. Who would you guess the killer is? To make such a judgment would take careful consideration of the facts, and we know very little. He slits the throats of women. Perhaps he has been scorned by womankind in the past and seeks to silence them. He chooses prostitutes. Why so? Surely due to the ease which he can take their lives in secrecy. The very nature of their work is to take strangers to a private location. Perhaps, or perhaps, there is method in his madness. As you mentioned, this is all speculative. What does it matter his reasons for killing? It matters only that he stopped. And locked away in Bedlam or very likely hung. And what would you have them do? To kill a disease, we must first understand its nature, not simply destroy the carrier. Could we possibly change the subject? I'm sorry, Old Bean, I'm getting carried away again. About the Ripper. To hell with this philosophical ranting. Alright, well, I should take my leave. My conscience told me to hell with this, so... You know, why not? Alright, so... That conversation took a weird turn. His name is Hamway. How are these two doing? They're doing great. They're having a good old time. So, what should I do in the members bar, though? Let's check the cigarette case. It's a journal again. Let's see if anyone saw Alice on that night. We didn't exactly ask Hamway if he saw Alice, obviously, but he sounds rather suspicious. I don't want to disturb them in mid-jam. How about Cedric? Sydney Emerson. Cedric Wolf Venus. Cedric Wolf Venus the Third. A new addition since we last met. Provides a certain regale air I feel I was lacking before. How's life on the razor's edge? Surprisingly dull as usual. Nonsense! We must be moving up in the world. I never thought I'd see the day where a dissident like you is granted membership of any club. Granted isn't quite the right word. Haha, up to your old tricks, eh? I could say the same of you. Who did you have to swindle to get down here? Convincing punters that you're the Earl of Camden again? You're not far off. I've been painting a few pieces for the management. Hackneyed landscapes in the usual practical type, but it's decent work. That doesn't sound too bad at all. You haven't heard the best parts. Go on. The booze is on the house! Damn, if only I'd embraced the arts in my youth. So what brings you here? You heard about the murder the other night? Alice Fairchild, the poor girl, was here on the night she died. That's the one. I've been hired by a family member to unearth more about her killing. I suppose it's decent work. Yes, it is, Sid, and don't tell yourself any different. You're providing more than just solace. Yes, I suppose so. What's on your mind? Did you know Alice? I did indeed. She modeled for me, as have most of the Firth Street girls. So she worked at the Firth Street brothel. Yes, she truly had the most remarkable complexion. I suppose she will model for me no more. Were you close? I didn't see her outside of modeling in the members club. And it was only in the last few months that we met, but still... The Alice I knew was always honest, warm, and very funny. What are you working on at the moment? I'm attempting to render the band using oil paints. It's thirsty work. I can see that taking full advantage of the job's perks, are we? To be honest, I'd rather be painting the barmaid. Her cheekbones tell tales of countless work hours, meal times, and Waterton gruel. Actually, it was peas pudding on most nights. Did you know much about the murder? Only what the rats head, throat slit in an alley, etc. You heard it all, of course. Of course. So, do you have any solid leads? Not really, to be honest, said. I trust you will soon. Did you see Alice on the night she died? You wouldn't happen to have seen the Alice on the night she died. I did actually, though we didn't talk as she was working. Who was she with? A portly gent by the name of Jonathan Gibbs. He's in the booth at the moment talking to another girl, Beatrice. I wouldn't think he's a suspect though. I saw him skulking after more affordable girls after Alice left with someone else. Who did she leave with? I didn't see, but maybe our red-faced friend next door did. Alright, red-faced friend. You'd better not leave without saying goodbye. Don't worry, said. I shan't! I'll have to remember to say goodbye to him. Who's the red-faced friend? Well, yeah, who's he talking about? Maybe the barmaid? I don't know. Hey, let's talk to Gibbs. This is a private booth. I need to ask you a few questions, Mr. Gibbs. Piss off! I think I've been kind enough. I need to do something to the glass. Oh, nice! That's the shit, Sydney! That's what I'm talking about. Give us a bit of privacy, would you, darling? Right, so now we're serious. What do you want from me? This will be considerably painless if you let me ask the questions. Am I in some kind of trouble? Alice Fairchild. Never heard of her. I hear Millbank is beautiful this time of year, if they don't send you to the gallows, of course. You're bluffing. What proof do you have? Half the pub saw you leching on her on the night she was murdered. What's wrong? Couldn't put up the coin for the night, so you decided to take her by force? That's absurd! So such as I couldn't afford a common strumpet, my wealth knows no bounds. Alice wasn't common though, was she, Gibbs? And I think you're overstating your worth. I'd wager that you'd always wanted her, but she was always out of reach for someone of your meager wealth. Meager? How dare you! I'll have you know that I left with another girl that night. A girl far more costly than that commoner, Alice. You'd better wash that tongue before I rip it out. And which girl is this? It was Beatrice, the girl whose company I was in prior to your intrusion. If that is true, then who did Alice leave with? Why should I tell you? Now correct me if I'm wrong, but you have no further business here. Leave immediately or I'll have words with the chucker out upstairs. Alright, Mr. Gibbs, but I doubt the alibi will hold for very long. Hey, where did Beatrice go? Beatrice! Oh, there we are. Hi, Beatrice. Can we talk? Beatrice, isn't it? It's a pleasure to meet you. If it isn't Mr. Smashy Smash. I didn't have you for a bruiser. Looks can be deceiving, madam. And so polite, too. What can I do for you, Mr. Sydney Emerson? Ah, the private detective. You found my sister's lost tabby. My reputation precedes me. Can I ask you a few questions? Of course you can. I wouldn't deny a brute like you. Did you know Alice Fairchild? Of course I did. She was a First Street girl like me. It makes me sick to the stomach what happened to her. Were you friends? Alice was a friend to everyone, not a bad bone in her body. Of course she couldn't moan with the best of them. Sometimes to blow off steam, but mostly to make us laugh, and spirits were there at their lowest. She sounded like a pleasant person. She was. baked me a plum cake when I was stricken by the pox. Help me get through it. You're investigating her murder then, are you? I'm trying my best. Do me a favor, would you, Sydney? What's that? When you find that murdering bastard, give him a kick in the guts for me. It's a deal. Huh. Gibbs claims to be a wealthy man, is this true? Wealthy? Pull the other one. No, he's been saving all month to afford me, and I'm no high charger. So I don't suppose you went home with him 3 nights ago? Heavens no! The poor sod went home alone. Albeit after babbling to me and Alice, God rest her soul. He didn't have a penny on him. Though he seems to have scraped together a fair bit in the last few days. You're sure Gibbs went home alone? Sure as sure. Well, okay, goodbye then. I'm sure we'll meet again soon. Don't be a stranger, Sydney. Maybe the barmaids know something. Yep, that went nowhere, sadly. Let's see what else we could do. Time to confront Gibbs, yep. I'd say he is very suspicious considering the fact that he's not very rich at all, actually, and he went home alone, despite his earlier testimony saying that he went home with Beatrice, which wasn't true. Hey, Gibbs. Time to talk, buddy. I have no desire to speak with you again. Well, that's just a shame, Gibbs, because I just had a word with the lovely Beatrice. Let's sit down, Gibbs. It seems that you couldn't even put up the coin for her that night, let alone Alice. She tells me you went home alone with plenty of time to murder Alice. That whore, aren't I paying her enough to keep her mouth shut? Apparently not. Now, I gotta tell you a little story for the first Bobby I see. Unless you can help clarify some of the finer points for me. What? What do you want to know? Alice left with a lackey that night. Who was he taking her to? I can't. I promise not to talk. I'll ensure you're given a nice cozy cot, maybe an affectionate cellmate if you're lucky. Alright, alright. He was Charlie Finch's man. He was taking her back to Finch's house on Golden Square. Oh, so now Charlie Finch is involved. He'll have me killed if he knows I blabbed. He paid me 12 shillings to keep my trap shut. A poor investment. Thank you, Mr. Gibbs. That's all I needed to know. You can get back to whatever it is you do. Please don't tell him I squealed. So Charlie Gibbs is involved. If you guys don't remember who that is, that's the dude who was, not the dude that was beating us, but the dude that was giving the orders to get us beat down to death, basically. Oh, I should, oh, my manners. I'm sorry, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. Yes, let's go. Sydney, come join us for a drink. Sorry, Seth, but I got a lead to follow. Nonsense! You're not going anywhere without a drink. I was just telling Beatrice about that time you fought Lord Manchester's insurance case. The devious disguises and the ingenious methods you employed. Said he says you are even better than Hawkshaw, a real master of detection. Well, maybe I'll stay for a sweet pint. That's more like it. 3 more, please, Sally, and 1 for yourself. I don't know, that's a good idea to get drunk. Hours pass, of course. You got drunk again, didn't you? Yes, you did. Well, at least you're dancing. There's a corpse afloat in London's moat. Must be the old Red Ripper. Found the girl deceased at Alden's gate. Best call the old Green Ripper. Well, he broke a nit to the back. It's going by too fast. And they found a clue in Waterloo. Let's hang the old street sweeper. I wouldn't dream tonight. Sydney, you seriously gotta control the drinking, buddy. Or we're never gonna catch the old Ripper. Oh. Is that a foreshadowing to something? Because... yeah, that's what's gonna happen if you keep getting drunk that much. Chapter 4. Ooh. I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, From henceforth blessed are the dead which die in the Lord. Even so saith the Spirit, for they rest from their labors. Amen. Amen. Should you need to discuss our Lord's plan further, I'm in his humble service at the Church of St. Christopher at Finsbury Circus. I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to talk to him somewhat. But that's why he probably gave the location away. Because we will have to visit him. Hi, Polly. Thank you for coming, Sydney. I appreciate the invitation. It was a nice service, though I'm surprised by the lack of attendance. She seemed like a woman with many friends. My husband felt Alice's friends would make her an unseemly sight considering their profession. I see. He would have preferred if neither of us have attended. Lest the word spread that he mourned for a whore. Surely others must know that she was your sister. He has made it quite clear that I'm not to inform anyone of Alice, right from the moment he began courting me. He sounds like a nice guy. And you obeyed? William is a good man, Sydney. Please don't think ill of him. He only has our best interests in mind. I assume he knows nothing of our latest agreement. Yes, he doesn't know I hired you to find Alice's killer. I don't suppose he'd feel it's a wise use for his money. My money. Please, Sydney, he'd like to meet you. Be sure to visit me at my sister's flat when any new information arises. So, hi. You must be the douchebag. So, you're the private investigator. Sydney Emerson. William Marwood. And pleasure, it's a pleasure. Your retrieval of the necklace provided much relief for my wife, and for this, I thank you. I understand you guarantee that complete client confidentiality. Yes, of course, this is the standard. Good, Mr. Emerson. So if I should find my or Polly's name in papers, I shall know to hold who's responsible. I am a master of subtlety, Mr. Marwood, a trait which clearly eludes you. Come, Polly, we haven't time for that idle talk. I am to be in Plymouth by this evening. Have a safe journey. So yeah, Dick Hole who only cares about his reputation, obviously, and nothing else. Yeah. Hi, Gravedigger. Do we have to talk to you? Let's talk to the Gravedigger. Alright, friend? I'm just splendid, thank you. Take a seat, won't you? It's fine, I'll stand. Can't beat the smell of wet gravestones after a shower. What ails you? So you're the Gravedigger. Right you are, very right indeed. If someone's looking for a cozy new grave, I'll be the one digging it. In and out of graves more than Lazarus me. So you're also the groundskeeper? Correct again, I tend them and mend them. Can't be burying souls in a messy heap, can we? It looks like you got your work cut out. Oh, no, that's the old graveyard back there. Grown over long before I started it was. No new burials there, just for the cats and spirits now. The spirits? Oh yes, they like a bit of privacy, you see, and notoriously shy lot. Can I enter the old graveyard? Why not? Go ahead. Looking for the headstone of a great uncle, no doubt. How do I get there? There's still a bit of a path behind me. Watch out for the nestles. Okay. I must be going now. Toodles! Well, let's walk to the path then. Why are we going to the old graveyard, though? I don't know. But, why not? Ooh. Creepy. Headstone. Let's inspect it. Here lies Sunderland, 1822-1854. Forever waiting in our special place. Okay. There's a shed. Probably locked though. Oh, it's not. Wow. Hello. Newspaper. Let's pick it up. It's useless. He wants to pick up nothing whatsoever. Maybe we can use the workbench after we found something. Okay, well, let's exit this place. There we go. Let's walk outside. I mean, we got nothing to do, so why not? Alright, so we're at the exit. Cemetery, Charlie Finch's First Saint Brothel, or home. Let's go to Charlie Finch, considering that he's one of the suspects now. Oh, hi Salus. Remember me? Hello? Could I bend your ear for a minute? What do you want? Wait, don't I know you from somewhere? You must be mistaken. You must have mistaken me for someone else. Yeah, I remember. You're the Burke whose guts I was kicking out the other night. That was a good laugh. Thought you'd pissed yourself at one point. Luckily, I had just been. No hard feelings, mate. I ain't got nothing against ya. Yeah, sure, mate. Now, what do you want? I need to see Charlie. It's important. Mr. French ain't seen no gas anytime soon. That's fine, I'll try again tomorrow. Mr. French ain't seen no one today, tomorrow, or next week. He'll be lucky if he ever leaves with this house again. Why isn't Finch leaving the house? Mr. Finch is unwell at the moment. This wouldn't have anything to do with the Ripper, would it? Why? What have you heard? I knew I should have kept my gob shut. He just hasn't been the same since that night. The night Alice was killed? I've said too much. Look, all that matters is Mr. Finch's business interests are still running at the top efficiency. So no one is allowed into the house. No, well, apart from me, of course, and there's his girls. His girls? You know, Leistman. Prostitutes, but of course. They're allowed inside with no supervision. Charlie ain't paying me enough to supervise those kinds of antics. Oh, come on. I bet you got the look of a watcher in you. You like to watch, don't you, Salus? Come on. What last time we met? Like I said, no hard feelings. There's no need to apologize. You made a quick enough recovery anyway. Was it really necessary to point your toes directly between my ribs when you kicked me? Of course it was. It's my signature kick, the Salus arrow. The Salus arrow? Yeah, I know it's not great, but the Salus sweeper was taken. Huh. Alright, well, I know what to do now at least. Don't come back. Salus, trust me, your love taps aren't that scary. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop it here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. And next time we'll go into Finch's house. Or we'll find a way. Anyways,